Hey guys, it's Lila. For my 10-minute teach, I'm going to be focusing on flexibility. So this is really just going to be like a stretch, and I'm going to do a couple exercises at the end. So yeah, keeping in mind that if we really want to get flexibility, we're just going to have to do these things consistently. It's not going to come all at once. But yeah, with that, I hope y'all are doing good, and let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start in the second position wide enough that our knees aren't going over our toes, so we have a nice 90-degree angle here, and we're gonna be turned out. Stretching up. And then stretching all the way through. Really pushing back here, trying to get our turnout in all the range of motion in our hips. This can help us later with our straddle and then leaps and second and tilts. Coming up, we're gonna flat back over with our arms in fifth, really stretching through our full back and plieing here. Now we're just gonna collapse over, really trying to get all the stretch you can. And then reaching towards the back wall. Going over to our right leg, trying to pull as close as we can to our leg while keeping our hips square. Each time we plie, trying to bring our leg a little closer to us. And to the left. Same thing here, trying to pull closer each time. Then over to our right lunge. Stretching all the way through our back leg, and the front and the back of our leg. Down, leaning into the hips so that we get the full stretch on the front of our hips. This can help us later with our splits. Interesting. Trying to twist all the way so we stretch our full back. Back to lunge, then center. Here, really, again, pushing our turnout and trying to get the full stretch in our hips. And over to the left. Stretching all the way through the back leg. Really pushing into that front hip. And then getting that full range of motion in our back. We're gonna bring our legs front parallel. We're gonna keep our feet in line with our hips, so they're not together, but they're a little bit apart. Fifth, and then just collapsing over. Trying to get your body as close to your legs as you can here. And then flattening your back so you're stretching all the way through and trying to lift those heels off the ground flexed. And collapsing over again. Making sure your legs stay straight and flexed. Really trying to stretch the bottom of those legs. Bringing our left leg into passe and flexed. Flat back over the leg. Try to bring your stomach as close to your leg as you can. Then pointing and collapsing over. Stretching to the inside. This is a warm-up sort of for when we go to straddle. And then to the outside of the leg. And then bring our right leg in. And again, flat back in here. Trying to get our stomach close to our leg. And then collapsing over. Falling to the inside again. Trying to get as close to the ground as we can. And then to the outside. Bringing your right leg up and crossing over to get a deeper stretch. Try to push the turn on this leg so you're almost in a passe position. And if you want an even deeper stretch, bring your hips close to your bottom foot. To the left. Now we're going to go into downward dog. Stretching. Trying to keep our back flat here. Pedaling our legs so we really feel the stretch in the back of our legs. And right leg up. Bring your pulse here. And bring through. Keeping your hips square. This is prepping for our splits. Bringing your right leg forward if you're trying to get even more of a stretch. Making sure the back leg stays straight. Just switching. Again, keeping our hips parallel and keeping this front foot parallel too, not trying to turn in or turn out too much. And then straightening. Trying to stay up without touching the ground if you can. And leaning forward. And then back. Falling to the inside of your leg. Really feeling your hips on the ground and straining all the way through your legs. And then again, to the outside. Swinging back into downward dog. Flattening your back, stretching through the back of your legs. Pedaling. Left leg up this time. Pulsing. And then bringing through. Again, trying to keep our hips square. Shoulders up. Correct posture. Foot forward if you need. Switching legs. Foot staying parallel. All the way through. I can sit here. Leaning forward. And back. Into the inside. Again, feeling your hips on the ground. And to the outside. Bring your legs into straddle now. Keeping our feet even when not too far in front of another. Stretching all the way through your side. Not collapsing over. Really trying to reach through. And then again here, flattening over our leg like we did with one foot in. And collapsing. Trying to keep your feet as turned out as you can here. Falling to the inside. And to the outside. Reaching. keeping that one line, really stretching through. And then flat back. And flat. It's the inside. And then outside. Lifting our heels off the ground with flexed feet, flat backing down. Try to get that full stretch. Okay, for our last couple things, we're going to just do 2 exercises that we can use to further improve our flexibility. So the first one, we're just going to be in first, and we're going to be swinging our leg in attitude, turned out with flexed foot. This is just going to be really loosen up our hips even more so that we can improve the flexibility there. So we're just going to swing forward and back 16 times, really trying to keep our legs turned out, not bringing our hip up or hunching or diving. So yeah, keep your hand on our hip. And to the other side, really keeping our posture up straight too. Okay, doing that a couple times just really will help us in our hips. Which can help us with our leaps and also just our splits. Our last exercise is just going to be tendu battements, 3 in each direction, each one getting a little higher. So we're going to start tendu 45 degrees, 90, and then however high you can go. So just really trying to use your inner thighs and just squeezing hard, not really trying to hunch into your kicks, just really trying to use your muscles there. So 45. Other side. So obviously I can use some work on those, but everything else we just really can work on, and this will help us a lot with our splits and our leaps and tilts, leg holds, anything you want really. So just keep doing these and hopefully y'all feel a little bit more flexible. Hope to see y'all soon.